guys, how are you? I know it's been a hot minute since I have been here. I've recently been going through struggles in my life that have kind of involved somebody else's journey, and it's been really hard to talk about because you don't really want to give away somebody else's journey and somebody else's life, but then sometimes their journey and their life literally affects every area of your own life. So it becomes really hard to like be open or to share without sharing somebody else's information that you don't necessarily want to put out there on the internet because it's their story to tell and not yours. At the same time, when their story is affecting your story in every single way, it makes it so that you can't share your own story as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, anyways, that's what's been happening. I just wanted to sit back and talk to you guys really quick about a question that I've been asked a lot lately, like more than usual, I would say. And I know that this comes from viewers of my other channel, and I'm somehow just hoping that somehow, some way, they'll find their way over here to the answer. But I've been getting asked very often how to maintain a positive outlook with a disability, like how to be okay with being disabled, how to see the world in a positive light when it doesn't feel like it's a very positive place to live. And I get it. I totally understand because this is something I spend a lot of time on. I spend an exorbitant amount of time on this, aside from spending a lot of time obsessing about people in my life and their mental health and helping whoever it is at the time in my life attain whatever is the optimal way of being for them. The next thing that I spent a good portion of my life on, or my mental space on, is trying to stay positive and trying to find good things. So the first piece of advice I'm going to give you is try to teach yourself to look for the positive in everything. There's always a positive no matter what. No matter how bad a situation is, there's always going to be a positive in your life in some way, shape, or form. There's going to be something that you love. Maybe it's a hobby, maybe it's music, maybe it's a book, maybe it's something, anything that just makes you feel good and takes you out of that negative space. Whatever that is, look for it, hunt it down, and hold on to it, and maybe do it often. So that is why I'm doing this. I've started to take little art tutorials at night. I don't get a chance to do many because I do still create content on my other channel, but I at least try to do one a week. And I've been trying to draw one thing per week. So I'm so sorry if you guys hear banging in the background. I have asked my teenager to stop, but as you guys know, I do have 7 kids. It seems like when the little ones are settled for the night and they get quiet, so I think I can record, then my older ones start going and they get loud. So they're on like opposing schedules. It's a little bit hard to like find any seriously quiet space to record in, but I am doing the best I can, and hopefully it's not too bad and you guys can still hear and be okay with being here with me. So the first thing that I had said was to find something you love, to hold on to it, and to do it often. The second thing is to let yourself feel your feelings. Sometimes we just need to feel our feelings, right? Every now and again, life just hands you a bag of lemons and you're sucking on it. So you just need to like allow yourself to have feelings. It is okay to feel bad sometimes and to let yourself cry or feel what you need to. The important thing is that after a day, a week, however long that you need to give yourself, you start taking the steps to pull yourself out of it and keeping yourself a little bit positive. You do not have to be positive all the time. there's a thing called toxic positivity. You don't really want to get into it. Not everyone's life is roses. I'm very fortunate that after like a certain period of time, I've always been able to go back to looking at the bright side of things and the bright side of life and just kind of accepting what it's handing me. But um it's okay to get be in a place where it hurts that life sucks. Like it happens. We're humans and we have a range of emotions, and it is okay to feel them and to sit with that for a minute. What it's not healthy to do is to sit with it forever and to refuse to get out of it. So after you've had those feelings, make sure you take some time to come out of that every here and there and do something that you love, do something that makes you feel good, and don't feel guilty for making yourself feel good or for doing something that feels good to you. No matter what is going on in the world around you, I'm a mom, so I totally understand mom guilt. Like you feel like you're not doing enough for anybody else, and then how are you supposed to sit down and draw or record gameplay or like sit down and even play a video game if you feel like there's everybody else's needs that you still haven't quite met? But you know what? If you don't meet your own needs, if you don't like do anything that is going to make yourself feel happy or relaxed, then you're not going to meet anyone else's needs very well either, or you're going to resent it. And you don't ever want to get to a point where you're resentful of the people that rely on you or that need you. So it's always good to ground yourself and to make sure that you come back to something positive that is a positive experience for you. For me, that's art and video games. For you, that can be absolutely anything. The last tip I'm going to give you guys is for my chronic pain warriors, all of my homies that have disabilities or conditions that cause a lot of chronic pain or fatigue or anything of that sort. This one is for you guys. Make funnies. Like, honestly, laughter can be the best distraction in the world. I understand that distraction is just another coping tool, and some people are like, oh, it's disingenuous because I feel miserable, blah, blah, blah. That's not the truth, honestly. Laughter can literally make you feel good about just about anything. Now, it may not be the best situation in the world, and it's not going to cure your pain, and it's not going to make the pain go away. However, it will make the pain easier to deal with psychologically, which will then make the pain a little bit easier to deal with. So I like to distract myself when I'm in a lot of pain, and what I'll do is I will find ways to insert jokes into my brain. Like everything just kind of becomes funny when I'm in a lot of pain, and that's how I deal with it. So I will just try to find humor in things, or I'll watch something funny, or I'll watch my kids. They can be very entertaining. But I try very hard to be entertained in whatever I'm doing and be fully present in what's going on around me. So I'm not hyper focusing on what's going on inside of my body, because that might not be the best place to be. It's definitely not. So hopefully that was helpful to you guys. That is what I do in order to cope with my personal situation. Everybody is different, and I'm sure you have your own way of dealing with things. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day or night. I know you could be doing absolutely anything, and you spend a little of your time here with me, and I hope to never ever take that for granted. I appreciate you so much. For any type of cozy video gaming content, be sure to check out my other channel. And if you're here from my other channel, welcome in. Thank you. Welcome to my life. I hope you guys are doing amazing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.